Good afternoon. Nathan, thank you for this opportunity for me to spend some time with the public on clarksdaleinfo.com and tell you a little bit about what I see going on here in the city. We just completed what is called the King Biscuit Festival over in Helena, Arkansas, and I noticed a lot of crowd here, spillover or otherwise, from that particular festival. I think they filled up virtually every hotel and motel room here in the county, as well as some in Cleveland and Tunica, for that matter, and just big crowds all over the town this last weekend. So that was a good thing for us to have happen. Also, I've noticed a continuous increase in tourism here and in the people of some notoriety that we seem to be attracting. We had Dan Arbach of the Black Keys in town a couple of weeks ago. We had the entire American Pickers group, including Michael Wolff, its head guy, in town. This past weekend, October 11-12 weekend, we had Clint Eastwood's daughter, Allison Eastwood, was here looking over some potential locations for the film industry. And I've taken a number of people on tours of the area in that regard. So far, we haven't landed a movie. One went to Canton, one went to Greenwood, but I'm still keeping those options open because we're a good place to shoot a movie. And when you could eject $1 million to $2 million in your local economy on a film shoot over a month or so, that's good for our economy. So tourists are pouring in, especially from Europe, England, and Australia. Even had a lady from Thailand in town this past week. So we continue to attract that type of economy, the creative economy. With those tourists come tourist dollars. On some more local issues, we're working diligently now toward getting our affiliation confirmed with Keep Mississippi Beautiful. There was a training session this past Wednesday for several hours, attended by 9 or 10 local volunteers, including Francine Luckett, our First Lady, my wife. Commissioner Murphy was also present at that. It's good to see the level of interest we have in that type of activity. By affiliating with Keep Mississippi Beautiful, we will become the beneficiary, hopefully, of a number of grants. At least the affiliation gets us qualified to make those grant applications. Hopefully we'll do some good with that, especially with Matt Crank helping us out as a grant writer. Our community garden is coming out of the ground, so to speak. We have a combination of mustard and turnip greens planted on approximately 1 acre out at the Delta Wire old building site. Thank you, Don Respis, our county extension agent, for getting that planted for us, and I understand he's got some soil samples. We'll get some Mississippi State probably to help us out and tell us what kind of fertilizers we need to employ next spring when we roll that up, thanks to Bowen Flowers, and get it planted. We still are looking for volunteers. We've had over 20 people call in. Chuck Simpson, who works out at Cooper Tire, a good citizen here, has agreed to head up that volunteer effort. So he'll be coordinating our gardening this next spring and summer. And as a part of that gardening effort, our community garden, I wanted ultimately to devolve upon some perhaps high school students or youngsters here in the community to gain some entrepreneurial skills by setting up a farmer's market in conjunction with our community garden. I think it would be a good lesson to have a garden planted, cultivated, and mature into produce, and then turn around and market and sell that produce to help pay for and sustain the garden in years to come.